Good day, good people. Relevant Thoughts Blog is back. I'm your guy, Lewis to the T. And as always, I'm excited to be here, to be back, to be talking to you guys, and excited that you decided to tune in and that you're sticking with me through this Relevant Thoughts Blog thing, through all of my iterations, whether I'm here daily or bi-weekly or weekly or monthly, which it has been here lately. You guys still show up and show me so much love, and I'm so appreciative of it. This is not going to be a very long video. I want to talk about a couple things, and then later on tonight I'm going to go live. Hopefully I can get a few of you guys to chime in with me and just talk about the year and how you feel about it, what your plans are for next year, what did you think about the previous year, and that's really what this video is going to be about. The fact that on this particular day and in this season, meaning the last month or two, people really start reflecting on the previous year, and they start planning for the year to come. And I think that that is a wonderful thing, but I do think that waiting until the end of the year to do it kind of puts us in a box that we don't have to be in. It kind of confines us to a space that says that this is the only time that we could do this really intensely. And we really should be reflecting and planning all the time. It should be something that's quite common. Where it's great that we have this set period of time to kind of sit down and reflect and plan, but I would suggest to do this more often, whether it's quarterly or monthly. You know, weekly may be too often because there are goals that you're not going to hit, but there are some things that you want to be held accountable for on a weekly basis. For me, it's going to be a workout regimen. So I want to make sure that I'm checking myself every week to make sure that I've done what I said that I'm going to do. When it comes to health and nutrition, when it comes to your body or your mental health, these are things you have to check up on more regularly. If you have goals that are going to take you a full quarter or 3 months, if it's going to take you 6 months or a full year, those are the things we really want to reflect upon at the end of the year and plan for with the next year. But hopefully we can get into a quicker cadence in regard to our planning and our reflecting, that our lives would be more fulfilled as we go along. I think that that helps us live more in the moment instead of sitting and really mulling over what happened and maybe grieving and regretting some things. Doing it more often gives us an opportunity to become more agile so that we can change direction if need be, that we can gear up if need be, or if we could pause or stop if need be. There are some things that we're going to plan for that it's okay to stop those things if you don't think they're going to come to pass, or if you simply changed your mind. I think we really got a lot of good lessons on no being a complete sentence, and that my no has nothing to do with you. It really has everything to do with me and my decisions and my timing. But I think the other thing, outside of simply saying no, we have to say not now. You want to put the brakes on something, or we might want to say never again. It might be something that we decided we wanted and we no longer want. So as we are reflecting on the previous year and we're planning for the next year, I really want to encourage people to live more in the present. You know, do your planning, do your reflection, but enjoy the day at the same time. Learn how to be fully present. I've talked about this a couple times in the past year because it's really become a passion of mine. And within the last 6 weeks, I have probably seen it more profoundly than ever. Losing loved ones, losing family members, losing fraternity brother. I really am looking into the eyes of people who are grieving and mourning and thinking about, you know, what the past looked like when those people were here. Thankfully, all of the people that I have talked to have this joyous feeling about what was in regard to their relationships. They're grieving the loss of that person, and grief really is a sign of love. It shows that you're going to miss somebody. You're going to miss what was in your place and in your space and in your spirit and in your heart about those individuals, but we know that we carry them always. But I think looking at grief and mourning and death and things of that nature, it helps us to understand how important today is. So again, make sure that you reflect and that you plan, but don't forget to live in the moment. Say the things that you want to say, do the things that you want to do, not with total reckless abandon, but with love and with kindness, and make sure that what you're doing is what you'll be satisfied with if this was the last day. I'm not trying to be a downer. I want to be a realist. I want to bring some joy, some happiness. And I think the best way to do that is to remind people to love, remind people that our time is, it's finite. You know, we have a limited amount of time where we interact humanly, and we interact face to face, and we interact, you know, audibly with our voices or with our emotions. That's limited. You know, people will carry your memory, people will carry how you made them feel, but the ability to sit across from you is something that we have to treasure while we have it. So I want to make sure that I'm reminding people of that. So as we go forward into the night, we're headed into, you know, New Year's. I'm here on the East Coast, which, you know, this is the second year I've been East at this time. So my New Year comes a lot sooner than the vast majority of the people I know. So I'm gonna celebrate it until I fall asleep, right? So I'll celebrate mine, I might celebrate yours. But in the meantime, in between time, I'm definitely gonna go live so we can have some conversation. If you're interested, drop me a line in the comments and let me know to hit you up when I jump online. This is your Relevant Thoughts blog. I'm your guy, Lewis to the T. You're gonna see this video on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and just a little snippet on Twitter because, hey, that's their policy. See you soon.